Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Regarding his relationship with Joan Vassos, the lead, Golden Bachelorette star Mark Anderson doesn't seem to be trying very hard, but it might be on purpose because I think he has other agendas. Mark has had an exciting year. He first came to the attention of Bachelor Nation as Kelsey Anderson's attractive father during The Bachelor season 28. Even though Mark's stint on The Bachelor was brief and sweet, Bachelor Nation noticed him right away and started a petition to get him cast as the Golden Bachelorette. Mark, a widower with 5 children, has emerged as the genuine star of Bachelor Nation. Mark only made a brief appearance on The Bachelor, but it quickly became apparent that if he was interested, he would be placed on the Golden Bachelorette season 1. Mark's appearance on the show seemed inevitable even without the lead character's identity being revealed, so Bachelor Nation celebrated when he was revealed as one of the candidates for Joan's season. Although there wasn't much information available about Mark personally, based on what Kelsey had revealed during her season and what fans had seen online, Mark appeared like a perfect fit for the Golden reality TV dating spin-off. Mark gave off the impression that he was really excited about being on the Golden Bachelorette and has been for some time. Mark was used by ABC as a well-known face to help promote the show, along with Kelsey, who made an appearance on the first episode to introduce Joan to her dad at the Bachelor house. It was somewhat disappointing for fans when they did eventually get to see Mark on film. Mark seemed more cautious than expected on camera, despite his obvious attraction in Joan, leaving many to wonder if he's holding himself back on purpose. Mark's tenure on the Golden Bachelorette has been somewhat uneventful, despite the fact that he was expected to be among the most well-known characters. Mark hasn't done anything to win Joan over during his tenure on the show, despite the fact that he has managed to maintain his place in her heart long enough to remain on the show. Though he has shared some personal details about his life and family, Mark has been one of the more reserved characters this season compared to the other guys. Even though Joan seems to like him a little bit, Mark has disappointed us on Bachelor Nation. While Mark and Joan's relationship has garnered support from Bachelor Nation, they don't seem to be among the frontrunners for the Golden Bachelorette's finale. Mark may have entered the Golden Bachelorette process with some hidden agendas, despite his apparent reason for joining, getting to know Joan. Even though Mark doesn't seem like he would purposefully mislead Bachelor Nation, it's conceivable he is keeping anything back in hopes of winning the title of Golden Bachelor. When Kelsey brought Joey to her hometown of New Orleans, Mark and her from Bachelor Nation don't seem to behave too differently from each other. I'm not sure it's the appropriate decision to give him the benefit of the doubt because it seems like he's either afraid or holding back for some reason. Mark appears to be holding back so that he would have something for when he becomes the Golden Bachelor. Mark was admitted into the Golden Bachelorette with contacts on his side, even though he may have joined for sincere reasons. The most recent winner of The Bachelor, Mark's daughter Kelsey, brought her father into the Golden Bachelorette with relative ease. Mark might have been brought in as a producer plant on the Golden Bachelorette, hoping to woo Bachelor Nation with his charm, sweetness, and good looks, especially when Joan breaks his heart. Mark would have been an extremely simple plant to produce because he was familiar with the Bachelor process. Even though Mark seems like the next Golden Bachelor, he might not be deserving of the title if he is a producer plant or was added to the program due of his connections. Although Mark didn't seem like a great fit for the lead in the other Golden spin-off during his time on the Golden Bachelorette, it's likely that he will wind up in the lead role whether or not he deserves it. Even though it didn't appear like Mark was on the Golden Bachelorette, I hope that if he does end up in the starring role, he is sincere in his quest for love. When Joan Vassos abruptly quit the Golden Bachelor's inaugural season, it made headlines. She explained to Jerry Turner that her family came first and that her kid needed her. Earlier this week, the reality star shared on Instagram the unique reason she decided to take a sabbatical from the Golden Bachelorette. For all the healthy information, continue reading. Unique justification for Joan Vassos's Golden Bachelorette break. After just 3 episodes, Joan Vassos's tenure on Jerry Turner's season came to an end. In order to have another shot at finding her second great love, she was later chosen the first Golden Bachelorette in the franchise. Sadly, she lost her husband of more than 30 years to cancer in 2021. Though Joan refrained from giving away the season's ending, she has stated in multiple interviews that she is pleased with it, despite the opinions of some viewers who believe she may not be ready to find love again. If you're curious about how the season ends, click this link. Joan Vassos has been traveling non-stop for promotional purposes ever since her season premiered in September. She just stepped away from her role as the Golden Bachelorette to become a grandmother. Joan is the mother of 4 kids and grandmother of 2. She shared a precious moment with her grandchild on Instagram. In a tweet including images of herself and her young grandson, she said, "Took a break from being the Golden Bachelorette to be my favorite version of myself, Grandma aka JoJo." Fans of Bachelor Nation devoured the precious moment between JoJo and her adorable grandchild. A number of admirers commended Joan as the lead and the Golden Bachelorette season. Here are a few of the greatest comments. "How charming. You being the Golden Bachelorette makes me very pleased. You are a wonderful representative of our age group, beautiful, compassionate, and intelligent. I really hope you get a wonderful one. As an FYI, you make a great bachelorette. Wonderful mother and grandmother. You show the men such kindness. And what a wonderful group of men you have. I'm proud of the show for giving you such a wonderful set of men. Best work I've ever done. Isn't that the best one? I want to be as cool as you at your age." Hopefully, ABC has learned from this show that not every drama is necessary to drive viewers. I'm having a great time watching this show. Aw, what a precious time it is. How adorable he is. The best thing is family. We adore both renditions. How cute is Golden Bachelorette Joan as JoJo, the grandmother? Leave a comment with your thoughts. There doesn't seem to be much faith that Joan Vassos' season as the brilliant single girl will conclude happily ever after. Information about a former controlling request made by one admirer has proactively surfaced. The ex-boyfriend and single girl Victor of Jen Tran also had a dominating request, which the show's personal probe seems to have overlooked. Nevertheless, putting humiliations aside, there's another reason why fans believe the season was always going to fall short. Read on to discover the rationale. The effect of Jerry Turner. A great deal of single-man country fans were disappointed by Jerry Turner. A few weeks after viewers saw him pop the question on the finale of The Brilliant Lone Wolf, he married Teresa Nist. Either way, the marriage didn't last long. 3 months after their marriage, they announced their separation. Neither of the elderly individuals required to flee their homes or put some distance between them and their relatives. Many viewers lost interest in the beloved institution as a result of the surprising development. With Jen Tran's season as the single girl, things only got worse. From the beginning, some fans conjectured that her fans typically weren't on the show to find love. The next 2 months were the end of her dedication to Devon Strader. Currently, the group maintains that admirers ought to revisit Joan Vassos' era of the brilliant unhitched woman. Some people don't really link Joan with anything because she wasn't even on Jerry Turner's season for a very long time. However, the primary issue that is holding watchers back is what Joan herself said. She said right away that she wouldn't move for her final Rose Championship. Furthermore, she clarified that her primary motivation for performing the show was not to make a commitment. A male unhitched country enthusiast discussed on Reddit if Joan had set up her season to fail from the beginning. Whoever she chooses, these people will find themselves in a similar predicament to that of Jerry and Teresa because they have family and distinct ties in their former area. Neither of them could just get up and move, they wrote. The client of Virtual Entertainment stated, in any event, for 20-something unhitched males and lone rangeresses it tends to be troublesome assuming they have a laid-out profession somewhere. However, these Goldens are most certainly dove in any place they live at this point. Many different viewers understood that Joan's season would not conclude in a happy ending. Some suggested that the show should target viewers who reside in the same area as the main character. Take a look at some fan reflections regarding Joan's season. I agree. Moving to the Leeds area should be a must for trying to be a competitor. In my opinion, the brilliant series should be local, and those who choose to live there should do so within a certain radius of the lead, avoiding the necessity for significant relocation. She will follow those who indicate they are open to moving to her or having her move in with them, and I genuinely believe this will be a simpler time than Jerry's season. I hope they take it on. Folks only choose folks from similar areas since they don't see any defects in the way their loved ones dress. I said this the entire episode. When Joan explains why she's going on this trip, it feels like that's not really what she needs in her daily life, regardless of whether they are talking about a considerable distance. Therefore, it would seem that this will not hold up over time. Do you think Joan's refusal to even consider moving to go with her winner set her season up to fail from the start? Make your voice known in the comments.